Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Quantum Show. Interesting day today, interesting week all week. Okay, first things first, everybody, hit all the buttons. Let me have a sound check, please. Tell me, am I sounding okay? I'm monitoring over here. I'm doing it over here. Let me have a sound. Let me get a sound check. Sounds good. Okay. Got one from Raven, got one from Sapphire, got Destic also. All right. Welcome back to the Quantum Show, everybody. Thanks for coming by. And yeah, I've been doing some research. You know the algorithms of the internet, right? They throw at you and recommend things to you that you look up. And I've been looking up metallurgy stuff lately. And hey, crafting gamer, welcome back to the Quantum Show. I've been looking up properties of different metals, mercury, and I've been watching and reading a little bit about VIMANAS. Now, the core, as anybody can best determine, of a Vimana is a Mercury engine, not like Ford Mercury. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? What you got? You got a Hemi in that thing? No, it is rotating Mercury, and I've also been reading that and reading and watching that the brass balls on top of cathedrals and old places of worship were filled with mercury, and no one knows why. This is all part of forgotten history. And so I'm wondering, oh, wait, I got to reconnect. Hold on. Live. Hopefully I'm still live. Yep, there we go. Okay. Yeah, the bell kind of thing. Exactly. Now, I have been looking, and I've got parts on order, y'all. Okay. I ordered some mercury, and hopefully it gets here within the week so I can start messing with it. The rest of it is literally Dollar Tree stuff. And right, mercury balls. And found, Raven saying mercury balls have been found in the temples in Mexico. Correct. They have been found. And those are stationary. No one can figure out what these brass things do. So I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out all on my own. And all the letter agencies that are watching, I'm going to be building my own speeder bike. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to be going in space, hopefully, hopefully not back in time. Though I might put the out of time license plate on the back. Okay. But I'm going to be doing my own experiments. I'm going to be replicating what I see on YouTube, which is steel bowls with a magnet under it. And you've got an electromagnet here. The mercury has current going through it into the steel bowl and out another wire, right? I don't know what current they're using. I'm going to be doing 12 volts. I stick to 12 volts if I can, and multiples of 12 volts. Something I can start with a lawnmower battery or a motorcycle battery. So that's what I'm going to be starting with. And I'm going to see now, this is what I'm putting together. At least, or at most, I will have a speeder bike. Awesome. At least I will have a really cool toy floating robot that can charge everybody's phones. Right? At least. So I've got a couple of circuits in mind, but it's a learning process. So that's what I'm going to be doing. and the Vimanas themselves that are written about in Hindu texts. I've been watching a lot of Praveen Mohan. Hopefully, I will leave a link. I haven't been able to leave links lately. I've been having a lot of tech issues. That's the other part of the forbidden tech. But right now I'm sticking to Vimanas, right? Yeah, I'm still waiting for my hoverboard too. No rockets. No rockets. I'm not going to be using rockets. I'm going to be using propellers. I will be using propellers because if you look at it, let me see if I can do this, right? Let me try to get on here. I'm going to try to present something. Bear with me. The construction of the Vimanas, right? A picture's worth 1,000 words. So I will skip the 1,000 words and I'll find a picture up here, right? Okay. That was me coming in. Okay. I got an echo. I got an echo. I got an echo. I got an echo. There goes that. Tell me if I have an echo. Is there an echo? Sorry about that. That was me turning on a separate audio. Okay. Is there any more echo? Tell me yes echo, no echo. I heard that echo also. I forgot to turn the other sound off. Okay, good deal. Now, let me see here. I'm going to bring up pictures of Vimanas. All right. Yeah. Here is a picture of Vimana. Hold on, I gotta. This is all done on the fly. Oh my god, that's not right. Can't do that. Let me see here. Okay, this will work. Bear with me. And I'm going to present the screen. All right. It's coming. There it is. Now, let me. Okay. Since we can all see this now, you see the propellers on the around the edges, right? See the propellers around the edges. Now, we don't, that's not how airplanes work. It's not how helicopters work. It's not how anything works. Those propellers are not there for lifting, they're for stabilizing. I've been learning about this stuff. What, okay, the top stacks you see, those are not air intakes. I believe those to be cooling towers, right? I believe those to be thermal exhaust vents like on the Death Star, sure. But if you look at it, large at the bottom and go, and why is it like that? Each level on that structure, on that cone, has a pool of mercury circulating in it, right? And each one of those is being affected by a magnetic field. Here's how I understand how it works, right? Okay. Yeah, intergalactic. The cooling towers on the top, the little cylinders on the top, I believe are for cooling, to let air be pushed upwards, right? and the propellers are to push it around. Because here's what the YouTube, I can't show the YouTube video. I have no permissions to show anything. The way I understand it, okay, I'll reiterate. Each level of that cone has a bit of mercury on the outside of it spinning around. What is spinning it is an electromagnetic field caused by something like the Baghdad battery up there. Okay. Now we're talking literally Stone Age tech. So it doesn't have to be a big current. It has to create a magnetic field. So you get the mercury rotating, right? Now I saw this demonstrated on YouTube, and it in turn produces its own magnetic field that propagates itself by pulling from the electromagnetic field of the Earth. So it pulls it in, and I don't know if y'all know about eddy currents, right? It pulls it in, or Venturi effect. It pulls the rest of the EM in from the air around it, not from the ether. That is guesswork, right? That was guesswork on everybody's part, not from the ether. And it pushes it back out and it propagates itself. The magnetic field will strengthen itself by pulling in from the area around it. And that I have been told, and I have seen this on YouTube. You do that to mercury, it floats. It defies gravity. It comes up off the table. There's this guy, I can leave a link, I hope, and he hooked it up to wires, but he was using a lot of voltage. He wasn't using a very specific magnetic field. He was using something store-bought, right? Which is my forte. So I'm going to, hey, Cindy, welcome back to the Quantum Show, talking VIMANAS and forbidden tech. So that's what lifts it up. Now, what I'm thinking is that thing is made of stone, literal stone. Okay, probably sandstone. And this is an artist rendering. We have descriptions. That's all we've got. Okay. And let's go with this whole structure is made of stone. Forget how they made it. It's made of stone. Hey, Richie. Okay, come on in. Talking about VIMANAS. And I'm applying my limited tech skill to understanding them. So, hit like and subscribe, all the Goofonians in the chat. I'm one. So this thing is made of stone. Just go with it. And each level has rotating mercury, and each level also has an EM circuit that is producing a small magnetic field that gets the mercury to moving. That's the kicker. You start with a small one, it starts to propagate itself. And then one leads to the other, and it goes up, and it creates a gigantic magnetic field, and it's all taking from the magnetic field of the Earth. So that's how the magnetic works. Now, there might be something to do with ultra low frequency. If John Hutchison has anything to do with it. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Quantum Show. If you've never been here, we take it all over. I'm talking about VIMANAS and forbidden tech, the spinning mercury. And okay, now it's spinning metal. You're going to have, now the way I plan to do it is I'm going to get some steel parts and I'm going to spin it inside a steel bowl. Well, that's metal on metal. It doesn't matter if it's liquid metal. There's going to be some heat, right? And so I'm going to have to figure out a cooling system to cool that stuff. It's going to be enclosed. And this, for the desktop version that I'm going to do, I'm going to use like a laptop battery. Okay. Wow. 22 watching. Hi, everybody. Talking VIMANAS and forbidden tech. Hit like and subscribe. If you're here, you're quantum. I love that tagline. Love it. It's the best tagline ever. You know what the best tagline is? You know what the best tagline is? Truthology for you. Truthology for ufology. That's what the best tagline is. Yeah, electrified mercury vortex. It is self-propagating as long as the resistance is overcome. Resistance of gravity. I don't know what's going to happen when I do this. I know it's going to do something weird. And I'm really hoping I get to build a damn speeder bike. I vouch for you every night, Richie. Got people coming in here saying, you better be careful with Richie. And I'm like, be careful with what? What's he going to do? Sell me a lemon of a car? No, he ain't going to do nothing like that. So that's the experiment. Now you can look all over. Now I just started looking at this stuff, right? And I'm going to, let me just stop sharing that and get something else going on. And yeah, I'm showing pictures. Now, this is not a Vimana. This is a temple. It says Vimana temples. So, I'm getting, see, access denied, access denied. Here's the modern. All right, here, I got another picture. This is the modern interpretation by standard engineers, right? Of what this thing is supposed to look like. All right, now, they're not really understanding that this stuff is not practical like we understand moving air. Okay. Oh, wait a minute, I got to do this. Yeah, this works. I got to see. I can either. All right, it's a little bit distorted. This is from History Channel somewhere. I don't know which History Channel, but I'm going to share the screen here. Yeah, okay. Going to share the screen here. Title paint. Allow. This is how modern engineers interpret the way these things look. Okay. On the left and the right are temples. I'm going over Vimanas and the fantastic tech that they found in India. And now, I'll try to, let me see here. Well, you see on the left and right, very similar construction. Those are two different temples, and they're built very similarly. Or it might be the same temple from different angles during different days with a different camera. I'm not sure. The page doesn't say. But in the center is an engineering. Oh my God. It actually says rockets. There is no rocket in that. Okay. None. No rocket. And they don't understand what's going on here. Let me get back to the page that is saying what it is. That's not it. There we go. It's Reddit. Never mind. Okay. There's a lot of fantastic stuff around here. And I'm going to leave that up for a moment, okay, while I look around. Here we go. Here's another, hopefully, clear interpretation. Yeah, this is a little bit clear of an interpretation. And let me present a new picture. Wait, I got to do this. And get the screen back up. This is some button pushing voodoo, y'all. Hey, thanks, Richie. Yeah, all the Goofonians. I am a Goofonian. Look, I got this shirt and everything. It's an alien shirt. Got 28. Hit like and subscribe. If you're here, you're quantum. Even by proxy. Proxy quantum is still quantum. All right, let me see here. Share screen. Figure out which one. There we go. Allow. Now, I'm going to. Now, it says in a different kind, drawn by T.E. Elapa, prepared under instruction of something, Singapore. Well, Singapore is definitely not India. But this is a modern interpretation, an incorrect interpretation, because no one realizes spinning Mercury is at work here. It's not about it looking like a rocket or a nose cone and have intakes on the top. It's not that, right? Dr. Damien, never heard of VIMANAS? Okay, well, you're learning today. You can look up Vimana, India in Google, and you'll get a ton of stuff, right? So we've got all these things. Now, the propellers, and if you look at the top, right? Let me look here. Can you see my mouse? Yeah. If you look at the top, these appear to be propellers. For what reason? What can that actually do aerodynamically? But stifle itself, okay? If it sucks up, what's it sucking from? If it pushes down, what is it pushing down into? And why does it go to a little cone right there, right? Let me just get this up. All right, so you have 3 propellers on top. That is an incorrect interpretation, okay? Incorrect interpretation. You don't need propellers to move air. You need electromagnets. You can do this. It can be done. I'm going to do it. So what I believe these are cooling ducts, because you got spinning Mercury and this stuff, it has friction as it moves around. Friction within itself, friction against the walls. Friction means heat, means you got to cool it or it'll melt. So that's generally what I'm thinking. So I don't know what everything else in here is all about, right? However, these 3, and I'm sure there's supposed to be one in behind the illustration of the center part, are going to be cooling ducts. The propellers are there for engineering, make them happy at the moment, right? And here we go. What are these things? Can you read it? Can I read it? I can't read this stuff. Yeah, it says prop on top, and I'm like, y'all are mistaken. And down there, I can't read what it says. Ramjet? Oh my God, will you please? Ramjets in ancient India. Give me a frickin' break, okay? No, this is not what they look like. This is an engineer's best guess, okay? In each one of those levels, now when you look at these, why are there even levels, right? Why are there levels? Our rocket nozzles have levels because it's easy to manufacture, but we're using burning fuel propelling through it. You don't want to have to replace the whole thing when you can replace a piece if it messes up, if it develops a fault or gets bumped on the truck from Area 51 to Florida. Right? So I don't know what this vertical section is supposed to be, right? I don't know what this part, it says vertical section, but what are they actually illustrating? I don't understand. They're totally leaving out anything about Mercury in this illustration. So this is one thing All right. This is one Vimana, and it's the most talked about because it's the most, they can relate to it. Looks like a rocket. Kind of looks like a rocket, kind of looks like a plane. We don't know why, right? Okay. Oh my God. Just let me see here. Oh my God. Just by me sitting here watching the show and chatting, I had a fleeting thought that I was a guest on the show and went to hit my mute button because I didn't want to be heard typing. It's all good, Rich. Um, but yeah, this is something. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing that. And I'm going to get another picture and hopefully a website. All right, ancientexplorers.com. And I'm going to just share the whole thing. Oh, come on. Opening soon. Nope. Never mind. It's not ready. All right, there's lots of pictures of Vimanas and interpretations. Oh, here's a fun one, right? This is a fun one. If it will load, come on. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking small. Oh, let me see here. And go ahead and break it out. Get back to the show. Share screen. And go back to Vimanas. All right, this is another misinterpretation of a Vimana, okay? It looks like a gold bird, a giant gold bird with a little people structure on top, and those are the deities. Look, it's Shiva. You can see the multiple arms on that guy and the crazy black eyes. I don't know why they put that. Not alien black, more like a goth black. And let me see here. Okay, let me stop that sharing right now. Close that window. Let's find another one. Because, oh, do I have a nice big high-res picture? Maybe. Secret of India blog? Yes, much high res, much more high res. Okay, so let me break this one out. And we can actually see what we're looking at. 26 people in the chat. Awesome. Thanks for coming by the Quantum Show, guys. Okay, we can actually read this one. Now, let me see here. What does this say? Drawn by, this is the same guy. Drawn by T.K. Elapa, Bangalore in 1923. Prepared under instruction of Pundit Subbaraya Sastry, Bangalore. Okay, so we see what is interpreted. It is an interpretation by more or less modern engineers. This is wrong. What else is there? You got a folding link, a first floor and a second floor, separating what? Why are they separated, right? This is electric power generator. That I can agree with. A small electric generator, but none of the other stuff makes any sense, okay? Folding link, why is it folding? Tooth segment, why? Why is it doing that? Those look like a landing gear. Ground wheels with electric motor, and oh my God. It's like they're designing cheap knockoff toys. Please. Now let's look at this one. All right, this is the one we didn't look at. KK Kalapa Subare Sastri. Okay. Is that a spring? Oh my gosh. Modern misinterpret. Don't you love these? Look at the top. Look at the top. What's that? That's going to be where your spinning Mercury would sit. Okay. One stage of spinning Mercury. So, why all the empty space in there? Why is there so much nothing? There's always something. Okay. Let me get out here again. Now, here's the one we looked at. Oh gosh, passenger platform. Whoops, passenger platform. Give me a break, y'all. It says passenger platform. And count controlling platform. No. Where's 10 forward? Where's the holodeck? If you're going to make up words, let's make up all the words. You know? Where do you keep the phaser array? Where is the shuttlecraft bay in there? Going to make up all the words. How about the Jeffries tubes? Fracking. Let's go Battlestar Galactica and Star Trek with it, right? That makes no sense. Okay. Now let me. And the thing was, Viman Shastra, ancient Indian aeroplane technology, not an airplane. Not an airplane at all. Sorry. Now, these are modern. These are so silly. You know, this is interesting right here. Let me break this one out. I will go ahead and break this one out. It's not high res, but you don't need it. We don't need it to be high res right at the moment. And let me get back over to the show. Present this thing again. Here we go. Now, this is supposedly a Vimana. It is a stone temple. Now, if you will look, you have a circular thing at the top. I will 100% bet no one has repelled or no one has climbed to the top of that temple and looked at that thing and seen what it's doing. Praveen Mohan has not been there. I would like Praveen. I would like you to go to these temples that you don't normally go to, climb up somehow on the inside or the outside, climb up to the top of it with a magnet and a multimeter, okay? And take you a little coil so you can buy this stuff on Amazon, okay? These things, a coil, any coil will work. Just literally any coil. You could take a speaker wire and a nail and wrap it around. That's a coil. You have two ends on the end of it. You put here's what, right? I should do this. Do I got a nail? Do I got something? I don't got no wire. Damn it. Do I got wire? Hands-on time, people. Time for some hands-on. I keep all the busted wires for things like this because I never know when I'm going to need it. Oh, come on now. I keep all the crap wire because I never know when I want to do an experiment on the fly to prove a freaking point, right? And I don't remember which one is a crap wire, which one is a good one. Hooray, technical stuff. Hooray, technical stuff. You know what? I'll just sacrifice whatever this is. Okay? Let me go ahead. Can you see? Can you see? This is a patch cable, and it's probably no good. That's why it's in the drawer. And I'm going to use... What am I going to use? Let's use this. Ah, perfect. I keep little bits of metal over here for crap like this. It's from a toy. This was an axle for two plastic wheels to go on, right? So I'm gonna strip this wire. Wait a minute. What am I doing? I don't need to do this right now. I will do this on a short. I don't need to do no hands-on right now. We talk about VIMANAS. And anyway, you take your wire, you wrap it around, you leave two ends of it, and then you take your multimeter. I can show you a multimeter. Okay. This is about the cheapest multimeter you can get on planet Earth, right? Being still a multimeter. You turn it on, you got your numbers coming up, right? Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is set for connectivity. What you're reading is the resistance, which is 1, meaning fully resisted, right? These are your probes, all right? Now, when you touch the probes together, the number changes. Take them apart, goes back to 1. 1 is 100%. This, the resistance changes. It goes all the way up and down. It keeps jumping like that because this is not a very good multimeter. This is your cheapie. You make a coil, your coil will pick up on the electromagnetic field and start putting out a current. It's not a controlled current. It's just an indicator. Okay? And man, it's been 40 minutes already. You go up to something that has an electromagnetic field. This is how EMF detectors work, right? And you do that. Now I want to get one of these with a buzzer, right? And you put your probes to the ends of the wire wrapped around that piece of metal, and you put it around something, and it will come up with a charge. And then you don't. That's for the setting I showed you was for connectivity. You set it over here. You see right here it says DCV, DC voltage. You go up to the minimum setting, it clicks around. Well, go up to 20 volts, and this thing is, I need to get a good one. It's not touching anything. It's the internal battery, right? It's reading the internal battery. And there's a little resistance here and there. That's why it keeps going down. Yeah, it keeps going down, see? Though it's not touching anything because this is a piece of junk. I need a good one. I miss my old multimeter, Joe. I miss it. You know, they're like $200. Okay, well, go up to on the Vimana that is on screen right here, right? That ball on top, that circular round disc thing is going to be filled with mercury. That's the Kickstarter. It takes a little to kick off the next level, and that level links to the next level, to the next level, to the next level, depending on how many levels you have, and it forms one big magnetic field. This is where I don't understand. I've heard the people say, it cleaves gravity. Now, when you say the word cleave, you imagine some claws climbing something, climbing a tree, cleaving, grabbing, pushing into, cleaving, right? So that's the experiment. Hopefully, they don't cancel my order when they find out I'm a private individual. They were selling online. I ordered it. I don't even care. $60 worth of mercury, right? So it's on the way. Now, I bet this is an actual Vimana. This on the screen? Because you get the mercury kicking, all the other doohickeys that no one knows what they are will start working. I almost guarantee it. Get the mercury kicking, go up there with an electromagnetic field, get it going. Just a 9-volt battery or a coin cell battery, anything to make a circuit. And it will start spinning and it will kick off the rest of it. This has not been excavated. It's been walked around and looked at and cataloged. They find statues, they find architecture, they find neat ways to work stone that no one knows how to do again. So, yeah, let's go turn that thing back on. And Get in the stone pilot's chair. Somebody get in there. Praveen, this is weird science. It's right up your alley. You're there already. I wish I could go there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and it is 44 minutes. I got 16 minutes left in the first hour. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's look at the. All right. I don't know about red mercury. I'm not sure if red mercury is a real thing or not. It's supposed to be more volatile than just anything you could think of. It's a world ender, and I don't know if it's real. Okay, everything I've heard about has been scammy or some kind of Shopify scam. So, not looking at red mercury. I'm going to go back in the chat. I've been concentrating on talking. Oh, did you break your toe, Rich? Sorry to hear that. I'm still scrolling. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I'm back to Michelle. I had an Aunt Joe and Uncle Joe who were married. Okay, JoJo's. Roger that. Praveen is the ancient Indian expert. Yes, he is. And no one will credit him when it comes to actual looking stuff up. And this, okay, Jeanette, thank you. I try. All of this is personal experience. I want to build personal experience by doing this spinning mercury experiment. And at worst, I'll end up with a cool floating robot that charges your phone. At best, I end up with a speeder bike. Don't just tell me. You know what the best thing to do to get me to do something? Tell me I can't do it, and I will make it happen. Don't ever, nobody tell me that. Don't put those vibes out there. Okay. Yeah. You say it jokingly, but I say yes. He figures all this stuff out. He observes and he reports. Hell yeah. Okay, everybody. Obligatory, hit like and subscribe if you're here, your quantum, even by proxy. Proxy quantum is still quantum. And let's see here. Oh, you did now. What were your results? What happened? I would like to know, Lunar. By the way, welcome back to the Quantum Show. I've seen you here before, but it's been a while. Jay Griff. Okay. Yeah. They would go numb because it's a heavy metal and it's radioactive, not in a deadly way, but it's heavy metals. All heavy metals are like that. And they didn't realize mercury was what it was. Let's see here. Yeah, reminds me of an urn. Interesting that you should point that out. It may be one of the ideas that prevailed for urns today, because those were all holy items. The things on top of chapels and things like that, they're holy items. Well, the idea of it is it's a holy item and it's the cup of Jesus, I guess, or Mothra. I don't know. And it could be the idea of it has been used in urns. Plus, they're one of the easiest things to make on a metal lathe. I mean, hand cranked metal lathe, right? Okay. So I'm still looking at the chat. There's been a lot of chat. The chat's is going quantum tonight, and I appreciate it, everybody. So, here we go. Sapphire L. If these things do actually mess with gravity manipulation, theoretically they can do weird physics. It might be equally plausible. They are from far away, or perhaps even another time equally possible. Yes, I don't want to find that out. I want a speeder bike. Whatever happens on the side, I will report it. By the way, Richie, are you still here? Because I got to tell you, if he's not here, somebody go tell him. Let me see here. I think he stepped away. Okay, he's here. Richie, after I tell people here, I'm going to all the YouTubers on my speeder bike, and I'm going to text them ahead of time and say, "Get your nice camera. I'm coming. Look up." Me. I ain't going to promise the world a flying car. I'm going to say I'm building some weird shit, and I'm going to show it off. I'm not trying to give it to the world. The world can kiss my ass, right? I'm going to your place, Amy's place, Keith's place, personally. I will be there. I don't know how long this is going to take, right? But I'm going to build something, and okay, I'm either going to set up a speeder bike, and I'm going to be on a freaking speeder bike, okay? You're going to see me in Las Vegas in somebody's backyard playing with tractors. It wasn't me in Las Vegas. Kid in Las Vegas, that was not me. I did not do that. But if I get this cool shit working, somebody's going to see me. And yeah, daytime visits, yeah, because I don't know what I'm doing yet. All I know is how to order mercury, how to put it through a tube, a toroid, and how to hang on. So far, that's where I'm at. But Rich, I'm going to come see you. I'm going to come see Amy. I'm going to go see Keith. I'm going to go all the places, all the YouTubers, right? I'm going to go see Chad Smith. I'm going to go see Dave. I feel this. I feel similarly about Dave. And he can add me to his repertoire. He saw a flying humanoid. That was me. That's one thing he hasn't reported yet, right? He hasn't seen it. Has he seen a flying humanoid yet? He will. I'll be there. And thanks, Lisa. I am not the White House. Nope. No, I do not shop at United Nuclear. I am familiar with it. Not us. Not no. I want something that has some. I don't want a pod racer. Now that's pod racing. Yeah. For real. I am going to be everyone's next flying humanoid. Watch it. If the rich dude in California will chill out, I will go up there too. Jetpack dude. But that's oh my god, it's 48. Okay. I got some really good coffee from Amazon, and it's got like brain chemicals in it. So but yeah, I'm going to, now that I got everybody here, right? I ordered the parts. I'm gonna put it all together, and if nothing else, I mean, okay, at the very, very worst, I will have a neat scientific display, right? Or a cool toy robot. You know what it's gonna be? I'm gonna have one of these that work. Okay, this is it's one of these. This is from Star Wars. Now, this one doesn't do anything but that, what you saw. I've got the cool one in the other room. And it has little legs on it. Mine's not going to have legs. Mine's going to float, right? That is Lola from Obi-Wan. Hey, Bob. Welcome everybody back to the show. It's the Quantum Show. If you're here, you're quantum. Even proxy quantum is still quantum. Hit like and subscribe. Oh no, that is Lola, little girl Leia from the Obi-Wan series, and it's a droid. Hey Raven. Okay. R2D3. But at not the worst, I'll make one of those that work. At best, I'm gonna have one of these. At best, I'm going to have one of these, right? At best. That's a speeder bike from Return of the Jedi. Why do I have these things right next to me? I don't know. Also got a Dalek up here and a Cyberman. At best, I will have me one of these. And it's going to look just as junky as this thing, too. At worst, I'll have a cool toy droid. Or a nightlight. I don't know. I'm not going to make it look like that. I'm going to make it look, I'm probably going to strap it onto a Power Wheels or a go-kart or a lawnmower. Why not? Flying lawnmower. But that's the plan, okay? I don't know what's actually going to happen. But we'll see. If nothing, I'll be wasting my money and getting the letter agencies to watch me a little bit closer. So I'm that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I'm not going to be given no flying cars. No flying cars. Let Boeing and all those people have the flying car, right? I don't want. I'm going to stay as far away from legality as I can, and that means paying fines. There's no license for a Vimana, okay? You don't have to have a license for a Vimana. It doesn't use propulsion as they understand it. So I'm gonna do something, right? And I'm going to visit all the YouTubers, all of them, as many as I can think of, all the subscriptions that I have. I'm going to go to all of them. Not that one guy. What's his name? Not two guys. There are two people, right? I might buzz Lou. I might go to wherever Lou is and say, "Hey, Lou, screw you, Lou." From the top of my own UFO. Oh, could you just imagine? Now, a lot of this stuff goes to straight to fantasy, things I'm going to try to make happen, right? But I could just, all the fake ufologists, all the hoaxers, I'm going to buzz all their houses and let them see a real UFO. Me. I'm not going to give them no clue as to who I am. So I will literally be unidentified. And they can report me to their YouTube channels, whatever. Say, I saw this thing flying in the sky. It looked like something from Star Wars. Well, guess what? It will be. Or could you imagine an actually flying Power Wheels? What's that? There was a movie, The Adventurers, where they find this little thing. They put it in with a battery, and it just forms a bubble around them. Wouldn't that be awesome? Flubber. Oh my gosh, Flubber. Okay. Am I pissed about it? No. Here's why. Here we go. I got a few more minutes, and I can go over an hour. Okay. Am I pissed about them hiding technology? No, I'm not. I understand why they're doing it. I disagree with it. I'm not pissed. The technology is not free energy. It's unlimited energy. It's already here. And let me see. There is a thing that I saw. Okay. It's an airplane it's an advanced airplane. And it's one of those that says, build a UFO without saying you're building a UFO, right? And I saw it one time and I can't find it again. And it's new. It's not this old stuff from the 60s. Let me see, 2022. There's a bunch of circular aircraft from the 50s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, and they all failed, right? No, these are all aerodynamic. This is not what I saw. These are no. Let me just do this. Frickin' Google. Frickin' DuckDuckGo. It literally was an airplane. It wasn't, first of all, it wasn't an airplane, okay? It had the nose of an airplane, like a 737 cockpit, and then it was a big ring. And you could see, now they put in artist rendering of blue lights, and they said that it was magnetic levitation of a central ring. And there's a lot of engineering crap happening with that design, okay? It doesn't work. There's too much resistance, there's too much instability, and you can't control it, right? It just blows air, all right? With maglev, there's limited resistance. All you're worried about is resistance of air. But there's a lot of other stuff that I'm not going into. The stability of the air going in, coming out, it doesn't work, right? And it had two tails instead of the nose cone and a tail like an airplane. Oh my gosh, circular airplane? Okay, magnetic. I can hear you, Richie. You're going, come on, why didn't you do this before the show? Because I'm a noob, that's why. And all right. Oh, jeez. Now I can't find it anywhere. I actually saw it at work, where we work on airplanes. I saw it at work, and I should have saved it somehow. But okay, am I upset that they're doing it? No, and here's why. I come from Tennessee. We're a agricultural community. You have farmers and you have cows. Gonna keep it simple like that. Farmers and cows. All the farmers want to sell meat and cheese and dairy and stuff to everybody around them. Each farmer is competing against the other farmer, right? And they want their cows to be better than those guys' cows, than those guys' cows. So they treat them differently. They give them medicines. They give them vaccines. They tell them life is great on the way to the slaughterhouse. And that's how we're the cattle, right? Now I understand it and I disagree with it. The hiding of advanced technology, it would upset the capitalist money system that is in place right now, where you buy gasoline, we use all this oil. Now, the electric car, as it's being done by Tesla, I wholeheartedly disagree with. It's not being implemented correctly, okay? And he has yet to return any of my calls. So, Elon, you can just suck it, bro. I'm sorry. I don't try to lie to an empath, okay? Don't try to sell a used shitty car to an empath or a new shitty car. Don't try it. And the electric car I disagree with. However, it was a good starting point, and they screwed it up by going with the batteries that they go with, because just to create the batteries makes just as much exhaust stuff as having gasoline, and it's like shifting the weight from one to the other. It's not really improving anything. It's like oh, we're doing a good job, I'm patting myself on the back. Does nothing. Spinning your wheels, literally. And the whole farmers and cows, that's the system. That's the system. We are being manipulated to be the best cows they want us to be, the specific cows they want us to be. They want us to do certain things. They give us certain abilities to do certain things. They give us gasoline cars. They give us ethanol cars. Flex fuel, that's what that is. Flex fuel is ethanol. Diesel, all that stuff involves a whole lot of oil, even the ethanol. Okay, and so take your Tesla electric car, remove the lithium batteries, get rid of them, take them back, refund them, whatever. Put in two 24-volt tractor batteries. Put in a small 2-3-cylinder methanol powered engine. Hook it up to a generator. Charge those batteries. Those batteries power the car. Why is it that hard to understand? Not ethanol. Corn is not good for this. Corn, everything will work. Corn is not the best. Beets, sweet beets, red beets make excellent sugar. 90-something% of the sugar in the United States comes from beets, not sugar cane. And sorry. Okay, well, that's why I'm not mad about it. I'm a little frustrated, but I'm not mad. And I would really like to have had my flying car by now, because they told us this. I heard about it from the 40s and the 50s. We'd have flying cars right now. Why not? Because people are idiots. And on ufology, society is not ready for standard disclosure. I have had personal disclosure. Many of us have had personal disclosure. Okay. It's not like this. Here, I'm going to write you down some stuff and read it to you. Okay. Here's the stuff. That's just a note that I wrote about car stuff, right? All out transmission or Fairview transmission and my mileage. And it's not like they're going to say, here's your disclosure. Here's your hardware that you can check out. They're not going to do that. It's not going to happen. We're not ready for it. Richie, I agree with you. Society is not ready for it. Personal disclosure. Learn meditation. You will get your disclosure. It is not a phone call. It is not printed paper. It is not email. You can't email them, right? Though I've been told you can email them. I haven't gotten a response yet. How am I getting 20 to 30 in the chat? Okay, now let's see here. I'm going to look at the chat some more. Y'all are awesome. Thanks for coming by the Quantum Show, everybody. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, and coal. It just makes them feel better that they're not personally doing it. And let's see. There's a lot of comments here. Y'all are really discussing some stuff. That's cool. All right. I'm looking. Not quite. Not exactly what I had in mind. But you're getting there. And sugar alcohol is whiskey. Okay? Sugar alcohol is whiskey and vodka and all that stuff, right? Methanol. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, beat them to it. I'll beat them to it. You drink your corn, it's called whiskey. Heck yeah. Oh, here's the best one. Moonshine. I've had good moonshine and I've had bad moonshine. Great Scott. Yeah, intergalactic angler. I hopefully am not going to end up with one of those, because I don't want to go back in time. Even though Mercury was easier to get back in the day. Black goo. I've heard that too, Bob Perkins. Yes, meditation. Do meditation. Yeah, I had this fancy coffee, and I got some more coming. I'm gonna go make some more because the first hour is up. I'm gonna take a break. So, all right, let me get to the end of the chat room. Everybody's still here. Thanks, everybody. I'm showing 19 in the chat room. I've dialed it down a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I have dialed it down some. And I'll be doing the panel here shortly. I'm going to take a break, probably 20 minutes or so, get some more coffee. And yeah, very fancy coffee. It's a special order on Amazon. It's got some weird 5-syllable word that I don't remember. I got the mushroom coffee also. And I got these mushroom gummies. They're not the best, but they're something. They're a step in the right direction. And 10 mushroom blend, and they don't taste like mushrooms. I got some mushroom stuff that the really stupid fancy stuff for sale on Facebook. Horrible. Horrible. You know what it tastes like to me? I'm a smoker, so I don't have the same sense of taste as everybody else. It tasted like drinking water from an old hose pipe that's been in the sun. That's what it tasted like. Had no flavor. I put cream and sugar. It tasted like watered down cream and sugar that's been through a hose pipe in the sun. Okay, that's it. And all right, everybody, that has been the first hour of the Quantum Show. If you hear your quantum, hit like and subscribe. Thanks for coming by. Links will be at some point in the description. I have you can see my about page here on YouTube, and I'm kind of wondering, will this get taken off of YouTube because I talked about forbidden tech? All of it has been about Mercury. Mercury is the forbidden tech. Okay, spin it, use a cheap battery, make cool, weird stuff happen. I'm gonna do it myself. I'm not trying to sell nothing. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to buy stuff is what I'm trying to do, but I ain't trying to sell nothing. I'm not writing a book, and if my endeavors happen as I think they should, I will be visiting all the YouTubers who talk about UFOs and be on their show from this angle. I'll be like, hey, hi down there. What's up, Richie? What's up, Amy? What's up, Chris? All the people, okay? So it's break time. Thanks for coming to the Quantum Show. I'll be back in just a little bit. No Element 115 here. I'm going to be using Mercury. Talk to you soon. Keeping it quantum. Pushing button.